Hey guys, it's Jack the Vegan Dad here. Today I'm going to be showing you my monthly grocery food shop for a family of 4. So myself, my wife and my 2 young boys. So generally what we do, we go to Aldi, Woolworths and the fruit and veg shop at the start of the month, and we spend about 270 bucks there. And then on another outing we go out to Costco and spend about 170. So at the start of the month we knock off those. And then the remainder of weeks in the month, we go to fruit and veg and get some fresh produce and other bits and bobs that we may have missed. So we try to spend about 740 bucks for an entire month. So that generally does us quite well. So let's have a look at what we got this month. Well, first off, we got Aldi. So we went to Aldi and we got some pizza bases. We try to make pizza once a month with the boys. Like, they're starting to show a bit more interest in the kitchen, so getting them involved and putting little bits and pieces on the pizzas is a great little family activity. We chuck on pineapple. We love pineapple on the pizza, some people don't. Tomato paste, so we went through quite a bit of it last month, so that's why I wanted to stock up. So I've got a few ideas in meals that I'll be using these. It's a handy little addition to add into your meals. Aldi has some really cheap and good variety of beans, so I normally try to get a couple cans of chickpeas, the red beans, lentils, 5 beans and all that sort of stuff. Kind of just really bulks up your dinners, and it's a good substitute if you're just going on to vegan, to kind of substitute out of mincemeat and all that sort of stuff. Coconut milk and coconut cream. It's good to kind of make some food bases off these, or some desserts. So I normally only just buy 1 or 2 of them a month. These sausages at Aldi, pretty tasty. We do a couple things with these. Sometimes I put them in puff pastry and make little sausage rolls. Like, the boys love these sausages, so it's really easy, nice little quick meal to make on the weekend. Stock cubes, 21 packs. So like, these are great to kind of just bulk up your meal and give some flavor as well. So they're really handy to have on hand. Organic firm tofu, really cheap. I'm pretty sure it's only like $4. It's probably the best tofu that I've come across. I know Coles and Woolies have their tofu as well, but I don't know. This has been the best that I've found, and it's really easy to cook with. Some salted peanuts, nice little snack to have every now and then. We go through a couple of these soy milks a month, so the boys add them into smoothies, or my wife puts them into a smoothie. I don't add into meals as well, so you can use it in a couple ways. I make a pretty good lasagna, I feel, so I'll probably make a lasagna this month, so I'll be using these in that. The wheat biscuits is the Wheat Bix imitation. A lot less sugar than the Wheat Bix, so we generally go for the wheat biscuits. The boys love them, so they're eating probably maybe 2 or 3 of these a morning each. So we had some left over from last month, so we normally only need probably 1 packet a month. I wanted to mix it up as well, so we got some cornflakes. I don't know what the actual branded one is called, but these are great little kind of mix it up for the breakfast. Also got parties coming up that I want to make some honey joys, so I'll use the cornflakes in these to kind of come up with a vegan honey joy. Over here we've got this ice cream. It's amazing. So only $5, salted caramel. They've also got a vanilla one, dairy-free, gluten-free, vegan. Really delicious little snack of dessert every so often. We don't normally go through 2 a month, but you know, sometimes you just want to indulge. Now Aldi has a really cheap and good variety of frozen veg. So we get a couple of bags of that if we need to supplement some of our meals, if we don't have fresh veggies. So only a couple dollars each a bag, so pretty good haul here. So this doesn't include other essential items like dishwashing liquid. The boys, one of our sons is in nappy still, and we use baby wipes, so that's not included here. So probably this Aldi shop right here in front of you is probably only like, well, we just got back from Aldi and it cost us probably about $120. But the items in front of you here probably only cost, I'd say probably about $70 if that. So we do have to buy a couple other essentials because we've got pets as well, so we need to buy some stuff for them which isn't featured. So that kind of takes up a lot of the money. But you know, if you're looking into veganism, it's quite easy to kind of come up with a few bits and pieces that can supplement your meals throughout the month. So this does us pretty much for an entire month, these little bits and pieces. Next we got Woolworths. So we go here after Aldi, we pick up some other bits and pieces that Aldi don't have, and sometimes we kind of indulge in a couple luxury items that are, you know, probably isn't necessary, but we can't seem to give up. So we've got the Cruskets. Cruskets are nice to have, a little cracker. The boys like with Vegemite, or my wife likes it with avocado. You can really put whatever you want on it, but only the corn Cruskets are vegan, so be mindful. Walnuts, we don't go through a lot of walnuts, so we only bought this small packet. Sometimes we do get them from Costco because it does work out cheaper. The LSA mix is really handy to add into some smoothies. Plus it's kind of easy to hide it away from the boys, like all this added stuff like linseed seeds, sunflower seeds and almonds in a little powder form, so you chuck it in their smoothies and they're none the wiser. I want to actually, I'll come over here, talk about this first. I spoke to someone online about these, and I want to try to make my own spring rolls, so I thought I'd give these a shot, which comes to this one, little cellophane noodle. So I want to put these and some mushroom, maybe some sliced carrot, and try to make my own spring rolls. So like a bit healthier, you know what's going in it, and a bit of fun in the kitchen. Puff pastry, again we make some pies and pinwheels and a variety of stuff. So we're generally trying to buy one of these a month at the moment, sometimes two if we've got like parties on or something like that. Of course, vegan cheese. I've got really no preference. I know there's another vegan cheese in Woolworths, but you know, I just generally just buy whatever's on special. They both seem to melt pretty similar and taste pretty similar. Kind of just really add them to any bolognese or lasagnas or pizzas that we're doing, generally just for the pizzas. Let's see, my wife is really wanting to go for a really seed loaf, so we haven't actually tried this before. I think it was about $5, and the loaf is pretty small, as you can see, which is, I feel, is quite ridiculous. Maybe actually thinking about trying to make our own bread, so see how this goes, but I don't know how it tastes. We generally just try to stick with the Abbott's Village bread. We normally go for a couple of loaves of that a week, so throughout the month we also top this up as well, because our freezer isn't the largest, so we try to freeze a loaf a week and then have one fresh ready. The boys are eating a lot of bread at the moment, toast, sandwiches and all that sort of stuff, so we need to buy a couple of loaves of them a week. Now this is more of a luxury item that we don't generally buy a lot of. Sometimes it's nice to have on hand. Sometimes we have people over and, I don't know, meat eaters, so like if they can see it looks like mince, then they feel more comfortable. So generally we just either put that in some shepherd's pie, spag bowl, I don't know, not really much. I don't really buy it at all. I feel I can supplement the taste and all that sort of stuff with lentils or beans anyway, so it's not a priority for us anymore. Linda McCartney sausages, we buy these maybe once a month, sometimes 2 packets, but we haven't really been going through sausages much at the moment. We've been having other meals, so we've just got the one this month. We find that the red onion and rosemary sausages taste a lot better than the other variety they have on ham. So the corn schnitzels, we try to buy these every so often. We had a stage where we were having the fries ones, which we also bought a lot more, but I don't know, we've gone off the fries ones, so we're going back to these ones. So generally I try to make some little parmas, put some tomato paste on it, maybe some fake ham if if we feel like we need it. Otherwise, we just put a bit of cheese on it, put it with some salad and chips, and you know, it's a nice little meal that you can whip up together pretty easily. Yeah, so we spoke about the fries one. Well, of course, Over the Moo, more ice cream. I don't know how this one slipped in, but Over the Moo is a pretty delicious brand. So, you know, I think it was on special. Maybe that's why I jumped in the trolley. But generally it's about $10 a tub, which may seem excessive, but we don't have a lot of ice cream, so this will last us a while. So there you go, that's Woolworths shop for the month. So again, these are only kind of our bulk items that'll last us the entire month. So this probably costs us about maybe $80, $70 maybe. We did buy some other essentials that aren't shown here that are more just toiletries and all that sort of stuff, which probably aren't much of interest to everyone. But yeah. Now finally down to our fresh produce. So bananas, we go through a lot of bananas. Our boys try to have like one a day, or you know, half of one between them. My wife has bananas. So this lot of bananas here will only last us a week, if that. So it's hard to actually find like bananas that won't, you know, go overripe as well, because you know, you don't want in a couple of days that they're black. You still want them to be kind of edible. Otherwise, if they do go black, I generally try to make some banana muffins or banana cake or something with them anyway. Avocados, we love avocados in this family, so nice to have on a sandwich or whatever. So we just try to buy a couple of these a week as well. Garlic, we were low on garlic, and onions. So onions and garlic are a huge staple in all our meals at the moment, like all dinner meals, at least, and lunches. It's nice and easy. I don't know, I can't really taste it too much overbearing that like it kind of ruins or makes a meal, but the health benefits between with having garlic and onion in your meals is amazing. So it's easy to just chop up a couple cloves, chuck it into a meal and forget about it. Capsicum, we add red capsicum quite a lot into our meals. We only got one this week, but I'll try to think of a couple ideas next week to maybe buy some more. Carrots, 2 bags of carrots generally lasts us maybe half a month, so this will just do us until mid-month. I don't know, carrots seem to go bad for us here after a couple of weeks, so we only just generally buy two bags every so often, and then buy another 2 bags and so forth. Cucumber, the boys love cucumber, so we buy that every couple of weeks. That seems to last a couple of weeks. Apples, we buy apples every week, so we go through a lot of them as well, about a dozen. Mushrooms, very easy to add into meals, don't really affect taste or anything like that too much, so it's nice to add into your shepherd's pie, your lasagnas, your bolognese, any sort of meal. It's easy. Rock melon, cantaloupe, I like to chop this up and give it as a little snack for the boys. They love their fruit, so I normally get a bowl going, have some rock melon, apple, banana, and you know, they pick at it. We also buy some grapes and watermelon as well, but we had some left over from the previous week, so we didn't need any today. So there you have it, that's our fruit and veg, but this is generally what we buy here, if not more, once a week. So because we go through it quite a lot, so this generally here probably about 50 bucks here, if not maybe a bit less, but we generally spend about maybe $50-$60 a week on fruit and veg beyond the monthly food shop. So we find that fruit and veg doesn't really last as long, like freshness wise, for us. So we just generally just try to buy that once a week, so we keep on top. There you have it, guys, another monthly food shop for us here in the family. So these are a couple bits and pieces that we buy, so it kind of gives you an insight of what we go through a month. So like I said, we tried to spend entirely for the entire month $740, but at the start of the month we do these sort of food shops at Woolies, Aldi, and the fruit and veg shop, and then also Costco, and then that will probably set us back about $350. And then throughout the rest of the month, we'll go into our fruit and veg shop or Woolies or Aldi to just buy some essentials that we're low on. So obviously our fruit and veg doesn't last every week, so we need to top that up as well. But yeah, if you enjoyed this video, let me know in the comments, or give it a like, you know, give it a share, or subscribe to the channel to keep these going. So thanks for watching, guys.